So this is a rather sad video. This is a case about a young lady. Her name is Deborah Samuel Yakubu, and she got killed on May 12th this year. Literally stoned to death and burned after that because she proclaimed the name Jesus. And this took place in Nigeria. It says here she was in a WhatsApp group that was dedicated to studies at her school. And someone asked her in the group why she got such a good score on a test. And she replied, Jesus. So she literally got stoned to death by Muslims because she proclaimed Jesus. And the Muslims who stoned and burned her corpse after that, they even went so far to record and film everything that they did to Deborah. So they didn't even cover their faces while they stoned her to death and then burned her afterwards. And you can see here, this angered the Muslims in the group who reacted negatively. And then she said the Holy Spirit will protect her and that this WhatsApp group was for schooling, not religious nonsense. So apparently the Muslims claimed that she had blasphemed Muhammad by claiming Jesus. And America is also involved in this, has a share in this, because they got like a list of countries of particular concern. And you can see this incident happened in May, gained attention, thankfully. But America, you can see they didn't put Nigeria in that list. They published the list, they updated the list this year, November, months after the incident. And it's crazy because it says that the Islamic groups in Nigeria are responsible for killing at least 4,000 Christians and abducting more than 2,300 other Christians in the first 10 months this year alone, according to this source. So we in Western regions, we don't really get to see these things, like being stoned to death and burned for proclaiming Jesus. And it's crazy because you can see even after this incident, America didn't even took a single step into adding them. And to clarify on what this list means, it is a list where if such instances like this case with Deborah would happen and America would get to know about that, they will sanction that particular country because they have it in their list. So if something happens, they will sanction that country as a punishment of these kind of things happening. So because Nigeria is not on this list, really America and also the Nigerian government, as it says here, if Deborah's own government is not going to take this seriously and our government is not going to take this seriously, I'm really pessimistic about the changes for anything changing for the better in Nigeria, right? But it's true. The Nigerian government, they didn't even react to this. The crazy thing about it is that they didn't even condemn that these Muslims murdered Deborah. They told them it would have been right to present this before the court so that the court, the government, could take care of that stoning. And I just want to show you this verse coming out of John 15:18-20. Jesus spoke. He said that if the world hates you, keep in mind that it hated me first. Right? If you belong to the world, it will love you as its own. And it's crazy. He said, remember what I told you. A servant is not greater than his master. If they persecuted me, they will persecute you also. If they obeyed my teaching, they will obey yours also. So, Jesus already told us that if we follow him, there will come a cost. We have to pick up our cross. We will be literally hated, like I said earlier. We in Western regions, we don't really get to see these things or feel these things because of the way our government is built up. But like parts of Nigeria, parts of Africa, because of the poor government, they face these issues and they get stoned, man, and burned. And the crazy thing about it is that the government does not even take this seriously. Like her own government does not take this seriously, this case. So rest in peace to this lovely woman's soul. We know where she is, and she did a good job in sticking with what she knows is the truth. And I just wanted to make this video to show y'all that we in the Western regions, we can't really complain. I mean, we are persecuted, but not in this type of way that Christians face in parts of Africa, for instance. And we cry about not being socially accepted, which is like nothing compared to dying. Like, she literally was stoned to death and then burned after that. And that's like common. We saw that. 4,000 Christians dying, killed by terrorists in Nigeria since the start of 2022. Right? My hometown. Lord have mercy. We can't really complain. We can be glad that we're living in a relatively safe country. The persecution that we face is nothing compared to what Christians face in Nigeria. Man, I saw the video of her getting stoned and burnt, and it was a mistake, definitely. It was a big mistake watching it, and I would not advise you to watch it. But yeah, just Jesus told us already, we will be persecuted because they hated him. They nailed him to the cross. They beat him up. And they will do it to us too. So, yeah. I want to end this video right here. Pray for the family of Deborah and all her friends, family. She will rest in peace. Yeah, make sure to hit the like button, press the subscribe button, and we out.